Do you have a tooth that you are willing to lose? Or, to put it differently, do you have enamel that you are willing to wear away forever? If you drink coffee every single morning, you might think that simply brushing your teeth afterwards is enough to stay healthy. I am here to tell you that it is not. Think about dental surgery for a moment. If a surgeon needs to remove a tooth, they can't just rip it out. If they do it aggressively, they break the bone, and the bone collapses. Once that bone is gone, it is incredibly difficult and expensive to fix. It is the same with your daily coffee habit. You can be doing everything right with your brushing and flossing, but if you don't understand the chemistry of what you are sipping, you are slowly eroding the foundation of your smile. You are causing a collapse of your tooth structure that you won't notice until it is too late. There are three main categories of coffee drinkers. One type is causing deep yellow stains. One type is causing terrible room-clearing breath. And one type is actively destroying the tooth structure, chemically dissolving the enamel day by day. You need to listen to this, because what you do during that coffee break matters significantly more than what you do right before bed. We recently had a patient visit us. Let's call him Alex. Alex works a high-stress corporate job, and he was the perfect patient on paper. He used the most expensive electric toothbrush, he flossed every single night without fail, and he never missed a professional cleaning. Yet, he came in with severe sensitivity. His enamel was literally thinning out, looking almost transparent at the edges of his front teeth. On top of that, he was constantly fighting bad breath and felt insecure in meetings, despite using strong mouthwash. It didn't make sense to him. He was clean. But it made perfect sense to us once we looked at his daily routine. It wasn't just that he drank coffee, it was how and what he was drinking. In surgery, we talk about the alveolus, the socket that holds the tooth. If you treat it roughly, the bone disappears. In your daily life, we have to talk about the oral environment. When you sip certain coffees, you aren't just drinking a beverage, you are changing the entire chemical climate of your mouth. You are bathing your teeth in an environment that can literally dissolve the mineral structure or turn your mouth into a factory for bad smells. Before we reveal which of the three coffees is the destroyer, you have to understand the mechanics. It's not just a liquid, it's a chemical interaction. First, you have acidity. Coffee is naturally acidic. When that acid hits your teeth, it doesn't just wash over them. It attacks the microscopic structure. It opens up the pores of your enamel. It makes the surface rougher and more porous. Imagine your tooth is like a smooth floor, and the acid turns it into a sponge. Then you have tannins. These are organic compounds in coffee that act like magnets for stains. When your enamel pores are open from the acid, the tannins sink deep into the tooth structure. And finally, there is the sulfur issue. Bad breath often comes from a dry mouth combined with bacteria breaking down proteins. This creates volatile sulfur compounds, essentially the smell of rotten eggs. Now, here is the biggest mistake people make, and it breaks my heart to see it because they think they are doing the right thing. You finish your morning coffee and you immediately run to the bathroom to brush your teeth because you want to be clean. Please stop doing that. When the enamel is soft from the acid attack, brushing is like taking sandpaper to a fresh wound. In surgery, we don't scrub a fresh site. We let it heal. If you brush immediately after coffee, you are scrubbing the acid into the tooth and scrubbing the softened enamel away. You are doing the opposite of preservation. You are accelerating the wear. Speaking of preservation, if you feel like years of coffee acidity have already weakened your enamel, or if you are constantly battling bad breath despite brushing, you need to see this. There is a strange, new red dental foam cleanse that is stunning dentists. It takes just 10 seconds a day, and unlike harsh brushing that strips away your defenses, this helps target that hidden biofilm and actually remineralizes your teeth overnight. I've linked a short video that explains exactly how this foam works. You can scan the QR code right here on the screen with your phone, or just click the link I pinned at the very top of the comments. It's a game changer for rebuilding your oral microbiome. Now, let's get back to the three types of coffee to see which one you are drinking. So, let's look at the three types of coffee to see which one you are drinking and what it's doing to you. Number one is the stainer. This is your classic black coffee, espresso, Americano, or a pour over. If you drink your coffee black, you are getting the highest concentration of tannins and acid directly onto the teeth. The good news is that there is no sugar to feed bacteria. However, black coffee is astringent. It dries out the mouth. We call this xerostomia. Saliva is your mouth's natural defense system. It washes away bacteria and neutralizes acid. When you drink strong black coffee, you reduce your saliva flow. A dry mouth is a dirty mouth. The result? You get very deep staining because there is no fat, like milk, to bind to the tannins, so they bind to your teeth instead. And because your mouth is dry, your breath becomes stale very quickly. But structurally, it is not the worst. Number two is the breath killer. This is your latte, cappuccino, or any coffee with a lot of dairy milk. You might think adding milk is safer for your teeth because it cuts the acidity slightly, and that is true. But from a social perspective, this one is dangerous. Milk contains proteins. The bacteria that live on the back of your tongue and in between your teeth absolutely love proteins. They feast on the milk residue left in your mouth. When these bacteria break down the milk proteins, they release those sulfur compounds I mentioned earlier. So, what people call coffee breath is often actually rotten milk breath mixed with the dryness of the caffeine. If your main concern is social interaction and breath, this is the one to watch out for. But number three is the destroyer. This is the one that keeps dentists in business. This is your frappuccino, your caramel macchiato, or any coffee with added syrups and sugar. This is the double attack. You have the acidity of the coffee opening the pores of the enamel, and then you flood those open pores with sugar. The bacteria in your mouth eat that sugar, and, as a byproduct, they excrete acid. So you have the acid from the drink and the acid from the bacteria. But the real problem here isn't just the ingredients. It is the behavior. Think about how you drink a hot black coffee. You usually finish it in 10 or 15 minutes. But a cold, sugary coffee drink? People tend to sip on these. They nurse them. They keep that cup on their desk for 2 hours. Every time you take a sip, you reset the clock on the acid attack. Your saliva tries to neutralize the mouth, but 5 minutes later, you take another sip. You are keeping your teeth in a constant state of demineralization for hours at a time. It is like leaving a surgical wound open and poking it every few minutes. The body never gets a chance to recover. This leads to the total collapse of the enamel structure, leading to cavities and severe erosion. So, what do we do? Do you have to quit coffee? Absolutely not. I enjoy coffee, and I want you to enjoy it too. But we need a protocol for preservation. Just like we use specialized membranes or bone grafts to save the bone during surgery, you need tools to save your enamel. Here is what you need to do to preserve your smile. First, the water chaser. This is non-negotiable. Every time you finish your coffee, whether it is black, white, or sugary, you must drink plain water immediately. Swish it around. You want to physically rinse the tannins and sugar away and help bring the pH of your mouth back to neutral. Do not leave that acidic film sitting on your teeth. Second, use a physical barrier. If you are drinking those iced, sugary coffees, the destroyers, use a straw. I know it sounds simple, but if you position the straw past your front teeth, you are bypassing the most visible part of your smile. You are minimizing the contact time between the sugar and your enamel. Third, respect the timing. As I said before, do not brush immediately. You must wait at least 30 to 60 minutes after your last sip. This gives your saliva enough time to remineralize the teeth and close those microscopic pores. If you absolutely must clean your mouth, just rinse with water or use a pH balancing mouthwash, but do not use the toothbrush yet. And finally, to combat the breath killer aspect, use xylitol. Xylitol is a natural sweetener found in some gums and mints that bacteria cannot digest. But more importantly, chewing gum stimulates saliva flow. If you can keep your mouth moist after drinking coffee, you stop the sulfur-producing bacteria from taking over. It is the best way to prevent that stale coffee breath. Friends, dentistry today has to be about the future. We can fix problems, sure. We can put in fillings, we can do veneers, we can do implants, But real success is preventing the need for those things in the first place. We need to think about what your smile will look like in 10, 15, 20 years. If you ignore the chemistry of your habits, if you treat your mouth like a chemistry experiment gone wrong every morning, you will face the collapse of your enamel. Restoring that is expensive, it is time-consuming, and quite frankly, nothing we build in a lab is ever as good as the original biological structure you were born with. If you are drinking that sugary syrup coffee, I want you to treat it like a dessert. Have it once in a while. Do not treat it like your daily fuel. Be smart about your habits. Preservation is always cheaper, easier, and less painful than restoration. If you found this helpful, and if you want to keep your teeth strong for the rest of your life, think about the future of your restoration. Share this with that friend or coworker who always has a coffee cup in their hand. You might just save them from a lot of dental work.